In 1969, Barack Obama was 7 years old, and Mwai Kibaki was in government in Kenya as Minister of Finance. In 1978, Obama completed high school, and Mwai Kibaki was Vice President of Kenya. In the same year, in the African country of Equatorial Guinea, Teodoro Obiang Nguema became president. In 2009, when Barack Obama became the President of the United States of America, Mwai Kibaki was still serving his second term as President of Kenya. Last month, on November 22nd, 2022, President Obiang Nguema, now 80 years old, was re-elected in Equatorial Guinea and continues his 43-year rule as the longest-serving president in the world. His 52-year-old son, Teodorin Obiang Nguema, is the country's vice president. I start with these comparisons to highlight the tendency in Africa of old men running the continent, despite the fact that it is the world's youngest continent, with 70% of the population below 30 years of age. This means that young people live in a world dominated by adults with limited options for upward mobility in terms of leadership and other socioeconomic opportunities. We can therefore say that young people often do not have a seat at the table of decision-making about their lives and their societies. True representation means that leadership should reflect the diversity of the population, including diverse voices of young people. In the Steps for Jailers project, we have responded to this by designing this training to target youth with a specific focus on young people like you who do not often have a seat at the table. We were guided by the slogan from the disability movement that says, "Nothing about us without us." Our course strengthens your voice not as future leaders, but as leaders today, because the future is now. Our interactive sessions have shown that learning is not about certificates, formal schools, and school uniform, but is a lifelong endeavor of continuous nurturing. The sessions prioritize knowledge, co-generation, and collaborative learning by doing through community building fireplace conversations on how to tackle the complexities around sexual and gender-based violence. Your individual and collective stories as everyday servant leaders are powerful and make an important contribution to the efforts required to address the intersecting drivers of violence. This morning, you have made wonderful group presentations that you have been working on since last week, and we have been left in no doubt that the interactive hands-on sessions during the do-shops have challenged, stretched, and shifted your beliefs and attitudes while strengthening your voice, skills, and competencies for sexual and gender-based violence, leadership, and advocacy. Today, you will receive your certificates that we call diplomas. Symbolically, the awarding of these diplomas by the International Institute of Social Studies of Erasmus University Rotterdam in collaboration with Lira University, both esteemed higher education institution, valorizes your knowledge and is a powerful support of your voice as youth leaders and influencers. A popular African proverb reminds us that it takes a village to raise a child. I draw on this proverb to say that it takes a village to nurture and strengthen sexual and gender-based violence, rights and justice, kipepeos like you. I want to take this opportunity to thank the village in the form of many people and institutions working collaboratively who have made this journey possible and walked with us and supported your Kipepeo journey in every way. In Uganda, we are working with LiRA University, who are Steps for JLO's partners, and also our hosts today, under the leadership of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Okwany, and the coordinator for the Center for SET SRHR, Dr. Bernardo Mech, who is also one of our chief guests today. We are also supported by capacity development partners who have played a big role in coordinating the Steps for JLO's training under Executive Director Mr. Caxton Eti, working with Mr. Joel Okello. Both are also Steps for JLO's master trainers. We have also received strong support from Mr. Abraham Opito, our project technical advisor. He has a message for you.
Hello everybody, greetings from Kampala. My name is Abraham Opito. I'm the technical advisor for the Steps for JLO's project, and by the way, I'm also from LiAT. I join my colleagues in congratulating you for having undergone and successfully completed this Leadership in Action training in sexual and gender-based violence for the young people. As you may be aware, past conflicts and economic and political marginalization have combined to exacerbate the problem of sexual and gender-based violence in our region. This has been compounded by the recent COVID-19 pandemic. All our communities and families are affected one way or the other. It is critically important that we join hands in fighting this virus. You now join a pool of carefully selected individuals and critically reflexive trainers who have been equipped by the Steps for JLO's project to contribute to the efforts of preventing and responding to SGBV in LiRA City and northern Uganda at large. I have no doubt that you bring energy, enthusiasm, and innovation to this effort. Welcome aboard and congratulations once again.
We are also working with INET under the leadership of Executive Director Mr. Victor Chen, who is also a Steps for JLO's master trainer and a celebrated voice at the national and international table, leading an amazing youth-led and youth-serving organization in northern Uganda. His journey to the big decision-making tables that he now sits at should be an inspiration to all of you, because he started by forming youth peace clubs and has grown these into the internationally respected organization INET that he now leads. INET will collaborate with the Center for SET SRHR at LiRA University and with us to sustain your work after graduation. Working with us on this journey and helping to sustain the facilitation fire and conversations are Mr. Bakshi Asuman and Ms. Winfred Akeso, both master trainers from the Center for SET SRHR at Makerere University under the leadership of Center Director Dr. Elizabeth Nabiwemba and the Dean of Makerere University School of Public Health, Professor Rhoda Wanyenze. Both Winnie and Bakshi have messages for you.
Hello, everyone, and congratulations all of you for finalizing the first step of this journey, the journey of the Chipepeo in SRHR. Baksh Asman is my name. I'm a master trainer and researcher with the Center for SRHR. I'm currently in Kigali, and I just want to say one thing. This is the time for us as youth, and LiAT is giving us the opportunity. LiAT is empowering us as youth leaders. LiAT is empowering us as educators. LiAT is empowering us as influencers outside there in the community to break the barriers that young people, youth, are not solution-oriented, that youth do not have solutions for our own challenges. So this is the opportunity for you to utilize the knowledge, to utilize the skill, to utilize all the information you have been given to go and combat sexual and gender-based violence. I'll conclude this by saying, use time for something that outlasts you. This is the time. LiAT is here to support you to combat and reduce all sexual and gender-based violence in our communities. Congratulations, everyone.
Hi, dear youth, LiAT. I'm excited to join you today in this beautiful celebration when you are being flagged off as amazing chippepeos. I must say, I have had so many fantastic, things about you all through your master trainers. And I have enjoyed being part of your journey, adding ingredients as well to, of course, this beautiful pot that everyone has been contributing to. The stone soup making process has been enjoyable, at least I can say on my end, to contribute even from a distance. And because you have been a fantastic team that kind of makes one want to do something for. And I must say that you deserve all the glory that today has to offer. Because you are a team that has a unique sense of purpose. You have you have a very strong kind of fire in you to transform your communities, and I love that so much. And it's really nice to see that you're all able to do something in your communities. Your change project ideas are amazing and very fantastic. I have enjoyed reading through your titles. I have enjoyed reading your names. I have enjoyed the group titles are just on point. You guys have very cool names. And so I will just join everyone else to say congratulations to you all, and flowers to your master trainers, but of course to you all as well for the fantastic journey, for the fantastic chippepeos that you live so proud of to today. So enjoy the well-deserved celebrations today, and all the best in the journeys ahead of you all. I believe a lot of great things are going to come out of each and every one of you. So in how the people in my backyard in Kamocha said, peace out.
Of course, working hand in hand with you and coordinating the conversations are our amazing, critically reflexive delivery team of master trainers who have skillfully shepherded you throughout this journey. Our thanks also go to another global part of this village, Dr. Elizabeth Ngutuku from the London School of Economics, who is a guest lecturer of the Master Trainer's Postgraduate Diploma Journey and an external reviewer of this course. Dr. Eliza also has a message for you.
Habari from London, where Queen Elizabeth was just buried. Have been a young leader like most of you, serving my community, and I know the potential of young people like you to change the world. Having been brought up and lived in rural Kenya, I know the struggles that young people go through as they participate in leadership. But I'm also aware of the enormous resources they can take advantage of to rise up and influence their generation. I'm particularly excited by the fact that you've selected the path of influencing other young people on matters of sexual and gender-based violence. Young people like you are well acquainted with the networks of other young people, but also can hold the leaders to account in delivery of sexual and gender-based violence services for young people. I encourage you to go forth in the strength you have as young people and the knowledge you've cultivated during the training to influence your generations. Congratulations.
We have also received support from Ms. Aurelia Munene, Executive Director of Nascent Research and Development Organization, particularly in curriculum development and review, and she also has a message for you.
Youth LiAT Kipepels, as we release you today as Kipepels, I wish to warmly congratulate you for the transformational journey you have been on. I also wish to congratulate you for demonstrating servant leadership, which is characterized by active listening, self-awareness, providing foresight and stewardship for your communities and peers, as well as building your communities. As you go out there, go transform as many lives as you can. And once again, congratulations. I am proud of you.
In the Netherlands, we have received support and are walking this journey with the Dutch Ministry of Foreign Affairs in the form of funding for this project under the Orange Knowledge Program through NUFIC. We are also working with our partner, the African Governance Institute, AFROG, based in The Hague under the leadership of Executive Director Professor Nicholas Okwany and Director of Programs Dr. Joanne Von D. Professor Okwany also has a message for you.
Young men and women from LiAT City, let me congratulate you for completing the Youth Leadership in Action training on sexual and gender-based violence. It is my hope that the certificate you are getting today will inspire you to protect the rights, preserve dignity, and promote justice for vulnerable people who cannot protect themselves from sexual abuse, violence, and assault. Your peer leadership role and community support are a call to duty to make LiAT a safe place for children, women, and everybody. Anywhere you find yourself, you must demonstrate your readiness to lead now and not tomorrow. You cannot be connivance that youth leadership is tomorrow. But to succeed on your leadership role and convince others that your leadership role is now, you must keep your focus and be disciplined. One area that you must attain self-discipline is sexual relationship. You must live a healthy sexual life to lead a community, to lead your peers, and be respected. When you become a leader, your past may hound you and could damage your leadership. So help your peers to tame their sexual desires and respect the dignity of the opposite sex. I wish all of you a success in your new journey as peer educators in SNGVP.
The Steps for JLO's journey is led by the International Institute of Social Studies of Erasmus University Rotterdam, called ISS in short, under the leadership of our rector, Professor Inge Hutter. My name is Auma Okwany. I work at the ISS and I am the overall director of this project and the convener of this course. From the ISS, we are working on this journey with my colleagues, Project Manager Dr. Veronica Gusachenko, who also has a message for you this morning.
Greetings from The Hague, in Netherlands. This is the country that lies below sea level. The Netherlands is known for dams built to close off the mainland from the salty water and to distribute fresh water around the country in an organized way, proving that with determination and planning, nothing is impossible. By creating a critical mass of young SNGBV professionals through the Youth LiAT course, we have created a wealth of knowledge and skills in northern Uganda. You will spread the knowledge and skills to others, first through existing channels, your networks, NGOs, media, and gradually this momentum will grow exponentially and spread inclusive SNGBV services throughout the country. Congratulations on your graduation today.
And Project Officer, Ms. Justine Villegas. Let me share with you a brief overview of the ISS as the institution awarding your certificate. The ISS is based in a city called The Hague in the Netherlands. Founded in 1952, the ISS is part of Erasmus University, Rotterdam. It is an international graduate school of development studies with 170 master students per year and ongoing 140 PhD researchers. ISS has students from over 65 countries, and today, dear participants, you join the 14,000 plus alumni from over 100 countries worldwide. ISS has about 60 active academics engaged in teaching, research, and externally funded project work in collaboration with partners in many countries. For example, I am leading projects in East, South, and West Africa, in Kenya, where I come from, in Tanzania, Mozambique, Ghana, Benin, South Sudan, and Uganda, including this project. This is a movement through which we aim to promote collaboration and capacity exchange and the cascade of many transformative conversations, including with youth leaders like you all over the region, to ensure the telling of African stories from African perspectives. Dear youth LiAT graduates, like the caterpillar, you have eaten continuously during this course, shedding your preconceptions, transforming your perspectives as you adopted critically reflective lenses and engaged in an intensive anthill analysis of the roots of violence and rights in the cocoon of the course. Through the course, we have enriched your SNGBV rights and justice backpacks, enhanced your skills and competencies, and strengthened your networks. This has strengthened your capacity to take a seat at the table of decision-making and leadership, engage and hold the system to account, because as leaders, you will be telling the story of SNGBV change-making in your community. Through your collective stories and transformative conversations that you will cascade, you seek to transform your communities, your region, and country into more inclusive and just spaces. Your Kipepeo journey is a process that will continue challenging and shifting you to rethink, unlearn, and relearn. You are all part of our unique community comprising hundreds of critically reflexive professionals, researchers, influencers, and leaders, including youth leaders all over Uganda and other countries in East, West, and Southern Africa. Welcome to the movement. Each one of you is an SNGBV Rights and Justice Kipepeo, a renewed and reaffirmed agent of transformation, ready to integrate key learning from the course into practice. Today, you are emerging from the cocoon of the course, full of potential and with amazing ideas and projects, a strong network and community of peers ready to fly to new heights and possibilities. The seeds that you take with you in the form of new and renewed ideas, knowledge, skills, and connections are ready to be planted and the pollen cross-pollinated. Use every opportunity to share and cascade the transformative conversations by pulling up a chair and claiming a seat and transforming the conversations in your communities and the justice, law, and order sector landscape. As you graduate today, please remember that transformation is an ongoing process, and graduation is not the end, but is the beginning of the next phase of another way of Kipepeo for each one of you. You are linked to the larger family as we all join together in our shared endeavor to serve the people of Uganda and fellow Africans in transforming the African story from our African perspectives. The Center Coordinator, Dr. Omech, our invited guests, colleagues, we stand today proud and ready to graduate each one of these Kipepeos, and we continue walking with them as they take a seat at the table of sexual and gender-based violence, rights and justice, action and decision-making at various levels in their continued Kipepeo journeys. Congratulations to each and every one of you.